to our Deputy General Manager, who will give the opening remarks for today. This is Mr. Roberto A. Garcia.
Thank you, Joe. In behalf of the General Manager who just left, and I think you met you met him earlier, Attorney Padilla. Well, actually, thanks for setting up this this bloggers tour. The main objective actually is to reintroduce this facility to the general public. Actually, it has been a misconception. Well, we're also this is just for your information. This is also the first of many activities as we celebrate our 40th year. Well, for those of you who don't know, we've been here since 1976, and I suppose some of you or most of you have been to PICC attending events, particularly this guy here who actually had his oath taking with PICC. So siguro yung mga anak, pinsan, mga kapatid ninyo, no? The people here, the staff are old hands. Ang claim namin parati is, as far as conventions, meetings, and events are concerned, yung pag-handle nito, yung management, is actually a natural birthright sa PICC staff and employees. Why is that? Being here for 40 years, and during our anniversary, we're actually recognizing a lot of our employees. They've been here with us for over 30 years. So sino pang gagaling mag-manage ng convention meeting when these people have been here doing that for the past 30 years and more? We also take pride in being relevant up to this day. 40 years now. We started in 1976 by hosting the IMF World Bank. We hosted 2 Miss Universe pageants already. Recently, during the last 5 years, we hosted the ADB Board of Governors meeting, the socials for the World Economic Forum. We had the ASEAN ministerial meetings, and just recently we had the APEC leaders meeting. It's a misconception that only graduations are held in the center. We love graduations. It gives us about 25 million in revenue for PICC. And we're talking about 130 educational institutions. And these are not only universities, but even preschool kids, Golden Values, Montessori's, they have their graduations. And also during the last 5 years, we've marketed the center as a venue for weddings. Yes, indeed. Every year we would have weddings. And because of that, medyo may hindi fit eh. Yung tipong wedding ni Gonzales at saka ni Mansilla is gagawin sa meeting room 1. Parang labo ang wedding at meeting room 1. Parang hindi fit. So, in the pipeline is that we're renaming all of our rooms as well to make it more relevant and honor our heroes. Talking about, isa-segue ko na sa pipeline projects, how we've become relevant. Naging very competitive yung landscape ng Philippines. In 1976, that was the time wherein the hotels were also built. Westin, Mandarin, Peninsula, Intercon, and so many others. And then, there was a second birth of hotels prompted by APEC in 1996. And this gave rise to the Diamond Hotel as well as New World. Of course, Makati Siang was there in 93, Edsa Siang was there in 92. Okay? But recently, naging very competitive yung landscape. Marriott came in, Hyatt came back, Pan Pacific's there. We've now got integrated gaming and resort hotel structures. So we've got a good mix, a good inventory of hotel rooms right now. whereas before, only the deluxe accommodations, the five-star hotels dominated the majority of our room inventory. Now, we've got a mix of boutique hotels, four-star and five-star hotels. That complements our position as being a convention destination in Asia, for that matter. And how have we kept up with the times? Well, technology. Yung aming building kasi masyadong matigas eh. From the outside, parang yung tao ayaw pumasok. Pag meron kaming events dito, a lot of people would meal outside. We would let them in. Sabihin namin, mainit po dyan, pumunta lang kayo sa cafeteria, mag-soft drinks kayo. Pagpasok pa lang sa lobby, and they're greeted by 3,600 chandelier bulbs. They go like, ang coke dito, siguro 250 pesos. So, sila. Hindi ba? Hindi ba? Totoo, medyo mahal. But you have to pay for the facility. And besides, that's only our core business. Unlike the hotel, wherein marami silang revenue streams, may business center, may kwarto, may restaurants, may function rooms, may parking, may concierge, and may business center. Kami, especially at Submission. But how we've kept up with the times is through technology. We've upgraded, anywhere you go in the center, it's Wi-Fi connected. In fact, we're going to have an international event, which is the Travel Blogger, the Digital Congress. Is that the bloggers exposition as well? That's TVX, exactly. And we were lauded by both ABB and APEC for having such a seamless connection, okay? We actually have more than 100. What's our capacity? First morning. Just recently we added a gig again. So very seamless loading and unloading. And it becomes more relevant because more events now demand for video streaming, right? You don't have to be on site to attend Bo Sanchez's The Feast, of which sometimes you do attend that. I understand. So you can actually increase membership and promote your events even off-site via video streaming. That is even what APEC did when they maintained their media center at the World Trade Center. When the proceedings were actually here, they were broadcasting from a kilometer away from PICC. And basically that's because of our technology. Now we're equally excited because while a lot of properties have been renovating, we've been doing that every year. We're actually upgrading furnitures, carpets. We're making our building more energy efficient by moving into LEDs and putting up LED screens and having seamless technology via Wi-Fi connections. In terms of infra and the soft skill outside, we've also we redid our gardens, our outdoor spaces. Offhand, a lot of venues would claim that they're very green, but who can be greener than us when we have 12 hectares of land space and we have an inventory of forest trees, fruit trees, we have a sewerage treatment plant, we maintain an organic garden. So, kung pinag-uusapan mo physically and literally green, PICC is very green. Going back to what I'm saying, that it's going to be a very dynamic and competitive period for us, is because in the pipeline now, south of this building, we have boarded up our parking lot. While our parking inventory now decreases by about 300 spaces, in the next year, you will see a museum in place in that area. That museum is where the Metropolitan Museum right now will transfer their collection on the ground floor, and the second floor would house the BSP collection. And I'm sure for those of you who are in the know, you'd be awed by the collections of BSP. Around you as you walk sa center, we're a different kind of convention center. We've also positioned ourselves as a house of art. If you appreciate art, Manansalas and Ocampos and Luzes, and they're all over the place. In fact, the benches out there na inuupuan lang ng mga tao were done by Abueva. The biggest mural of Jose Joya is right before you when you go through the lobby. His only sculpture, yung suso, is andyan sa second floor. We have the works of Castrillo, we have the works of Imao in our courtyard, we have the Anito by Luz, and even our toilet walls are covered by a painting of a national artist. Sir Luz, ganon kadami. Okay. So we'll have that museum there. A few months after that, we will also be constructing a permanent trade exhibit hall. So we will be collapsing the forum, our tent-like structure, and we will convert that into a permanent facility. That will be able to accommodate not only medium-sized exhibitions, which are standalone, and exhibitions which are dovetailed with the programs of conventions and meetings, but it's a multi-purpose, multi-event venue, which will be divisible into 4, of which the floor area will be bigger than what we currently have, which is 4,200 square meters. So this is as far as infra is related. But to see what's going to be in store for you, for PICC rather, for the next few years, the PICC guys will be taking you around, and there will be, base rin naman sa mga kwento at mga pangyayari dito, there will be anecdotes like, sir, you're actually sitting in the exact spot, but we haven't marked that yet, where President Bill Clinton sat during the APEC in 1996. Ganon, diba? So sabihin sa inyo kung saan bumaba si Mother Teresa na magiging santo na sa September 4. Si Pope John Paul, nagpunta na dito po. So, we've been very fortunate na yung mga nababasa lang at nakikita lang namin sa TV, they've all walked our halls. And we're very, very proud of that. And with that, siguro, it's now time to play the AVP. Is this a new one? It's a new one, okay. I'm seeing this for the first time as well. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, guys.
So much.
Sa lahat ng mga kwento, masasagot ko nila. Maraming salamat.
Sorry.
They have them here.
Connected ba sa ilaw yung audio?
Yung audio niya.
It's the hall of here.
You know what? Just fix it again and redo the whole thing. Do you have an audio for that from the start? Might as well redo the whole thing.
The next legend.
Sorry for... Okay, let's...
I think that's better.
One that's meant to be seen and heard by thousands. Here at the Philippine International Convention Center, the stage is yours. Do you have an idea? One that must be brought to light. One that deserves to be amplified before hundreds. Here at the PICC, the podium is yours. Have you reached a milestone? One that must be given importance. One that calls for a celebration. Here at the PICC, the vast configuration of halls and venues is yours to choose from. A configuration so expansive, it is unlike any other. More importantly, these are halls and venues which once hosted some of the most talked about events. Here at the PICC, you with that rare gift will find more than just a stage. You with that breakthrough idea will find more than just a podium. You who have a milestone to celebrate will find more than just a hall or venue. Here, you will find a home where you will be in the company of the world's greats, where you can follow in their footsteps. Be the next icon, the next legend, the next mover, the next shaker, the next game changer. The Philippine International Convention Center will be your host as you aspire for greatness. It is, after all, home to the world's greats. It is, after all, host to the world.
Okay, so with that, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Ikay de Mesa. She will be the one facilitating our tour. So please come along.
In fact, Queen Maxima of Netherlands last year, when she was here for Financial Inclusion Conference, she was here, and this is where she signed the PICC guest book. Alright, so those are one of the highlights of this room. Before it's called Leaders Hall, it was formerly called Hospitality Lounge. It was just an annex built because of the APEC Leaders Holding area. So that's a little information. And also, the video says it's 12 hectares. September 5 is our anniversary. So in 1976, the PICC was inaugurated. The national artist Leandro Locsin is the architect who built this, together with the contractors AGNP and the DMCI, or DM Consumi Incorporated. They were the ones who actually helped build together with the architect.
Matagal na pala yung DMCI. Akala ko bago lang.
Walk through. Okay. And all are the markers where you can see the APEC marker, okay, the CN marker, and all those leaders who participated during the 1996 APEC, attended by different the economy countries. Outside, you will be seeing also later when we get out of the building, the APEC garden, which were donated by the 20 APEC countries who were here in 1996. There were 2 additional sculptures that were donated by Russia and So just walk through. Right now, we are at the delegation lobby. This is the first module of PICC. All right? And one of the very significant highlights of the lobby are the 3,068 drop lights, and only PICC has that. So when you see those, you already know nasa PICC ako. Sir Butch was mentioning about the Jose mural, Jose Moya mural. That's Jose
Owned and controlled by Bangko Sentral ng
Presidential
Pilipinas.
Decree 520 signed by the former President Ferdinand Marcos. Yes. So he signed it. That will have But right now, you are at the upper lobby. What is upper lobby for? Of course, this is where the direct or delegates registration counter is located. Ito po yung ginagamit ng mga medical conventions, international conventions for their registration where they issue their kits and all. Alright? We have another work of art by Napoleon Abueva. When he was still good, he was here, personally installed the Andambana or the Nativity. So siya po yung nag-install dyan. This was of course given to us by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Andambana. Alright. Kanina po, binanggit ni Mr. Butch Garcia that the steps where Mother Teresa walked in 1984 when she was here was the red stairs. Later, lalakad tayo dyan papanek para ma-feel din natin. This is the same red stairs where Mother Teresa walked when she was here. Alright, of course, now we took, some of the paintings or installations here at the parapet were taken out already, no? The location of the Dambana used to be the world clock of PICC, but it was already damaged or it cannot be repaired anymore, so we took that off and replaced it with the Dambana. And this parapet, there were paintings of the first couple in the past, and this is her favorite, this is her baby, Madam Marcos. Okay. There used to be Philippine National Bank here and the Land Bank of the Philippines for foreign exchange. But of course, if there are international events, we can invite them in to have their office here for foreign exchange. Okay? Any questions so far? Am I going fast, slow, or what? All right, sige po.
You can ask questions.
Yeah, you can ask questions before sign up.
This is where?
This is now
For the feast.
the lower bridgeway. Yeah, and one of our outdoor venue, the courtyard is over here. So, dito po makita natin yung sculpture ni Antonio Luz. Ay, Arturo Luz or sir, baka mas
Fountain.
Bollard. Ano po? In the evening, there are ito po
Lights.
yung baliktad na drop lights. Diyan pag parang nakabaliktad na drop light. Ayan. Ayun po yung anito. That's a sculpture by Arturo.
Yung Anito there.
So you
Sa,
also notice yung pong flooring, it's similar to Hoya's mural. No? Ay, sorry, madam.
Oh, yeah.
Opo, yung flooring po yung after ordinary. Okay. So yung mga nag-a-attend ng the feast, yan. Dito. Si Sir. Tapos kung may meron na po may nag-graduate po ba dito in PICC?
Dito
At
lang
Lasal, oo.
yung mga hindi kasama sa loob.
The longest running graduation. That's right. for wedding reception. All right? And
special
corporate events
We
also.
had focus launch here at the focus for the
Ah, the Ford, yes. Yeah, I remember that. And also Citibank. So this is connecting the delegation building to the two major halls, which is reception hall and plenary hall at my left-hand side. By the way, those are not swimming pools, those are reflecting pools. Alright?
Reflecting.
Pool because when you look at it, the image and the structure of PICC, you can see on the pool. Alright, the reflection. So we are now at the plenary hall and reception hall lobby. It's a common lobby that they share, so that when there is a simultaneous event, we cut it half with the lagaria and the choco. We cut it with pocket gardens or stanchions. The red stairs was used during the APEC for photo ops of the leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you saw that on the So that's the lobby. And over here at my right-hand side is the plenary hall. So plenary hall is 3,500 seater. Okay, as you can see, I don't know if you still remember, for those of you who are wala naman sigurong kaedad ko dito na. Kasi binanggit kanina ni Sir Butch, well, you know, we have employees who are over 30 years here. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. Ayun. So anyway, there used to be a marble table there. Because during those times, when this was built rather, this is only for, convention, for business sessions, plenary sessions, and they never realized how versatile the plenary hall and all other rooms of PICC could be. That's why there were so many suggestions from our organizers, our clients, that tanggalin na natin itong marble table. Actually, the Batasang Pambansa was patterned after the plenary hall. Okay? So many noteworthy events. I think Sir Butch was able to mention a few. Of course, Miss Universe in 1994, where Miss Charlene Gonzalez Mula participated. She's the best national costume. All right? She's one of the 15 finalists, but she didn't make it to the top 3. Nonetheless, okay lang baka sabihin lutong Macau di ba? Okay lang. So, the most significant siguro that we can say that happened here was ako mama, personal when the Dalai Lama was here in 2005. He was here. In fact, Madam Imelda Marcos was here also. I didn't know that she's parang nag-follow rin siya ng mga teachings ni Buddha. So she was here, she attended it, and very significant sa akin kasi it was my first time to see her in person.
Ako naman, my personal experience would be the CMMA Awards where
Ah,
Pope John
the
Paul II was here.
Yeah.
So I was able
What year was that, ma'am?
1995.
Nakapag-bless ka.
Yeah.
Oo, yun.
I was able to kiss the hand.
Yeah, we can go down. Pwede po tayong bumaba para ma-feel natin kung stage. Okay ka lang ba? Okay, sige. Okay, yung gusto bumaba.
Want to go downstairs, have your photo.
Oo, 3,500 seater po siya.
12 years old pa lang ako.
Ano, yun yung pag-
Josh Groban performed here, Janet Jackson.
Dyan eh.
Dami.
Ang sarap
Hindi mo
magpa-picture dito
kilala
na
si
nag-iisa ka lang.
Ganon. Also done by Arturo. It's an untitled work of art. Wala po siyang title, ma'am, sir.
Ang title.
Arturo's. Okay. At the rear area, this is the hero's room. What is the hero's room? This is the holding area of the President of the Republic of the Philippines. You may want to check inside. Exclusive use. So ngayon, hindi na exclusive.
Hindi exclusive, kayo lang nakakita.
Wow, let
It's
me
just a
see. Let
simple
me see.
room,
Here's room.
nothing fancy, but it serves as the holding area of the president.
Only the President of the Philippines ang pwedeng pumasok dito. At ngayon, nandito na ako.
Oh my God.
So, kailangan may photo op.
I'm a genius pa.
The great light globules. This
Grabe
chandelier
pagdating sa
came
mga
from
chandeliers. Grabe.
From Prague, Czech Republic.
Yeah. Those are all original. So,
May na-replace na, ma'am.
Nililinis.
Oh, tsaka
Yan.
may na-replace
Isa-isa
na.
pong tinatanggal, naka-scaffold.
Ma'am, can you tell us again what's this room is? Ilan capacity?
It's 2,500 capacity for theater and double if it's cocktails. For banquet, for round table, sit down, 2,500 also. Pero if you want more, up to 3,000 can be seated.
Seated here.
Depending
Dito
on
pa
the
lang
set.
po sa baba yun? Or including the...
Everything na, everything. Actually, in the past, dito ang banquet area ng lahat ng receiving ng former couple, no? For guests who are from the international, like if there's an international event, dito yung reception hall, dito sila nagwe-welcome ng mga dignitaries. So, of course, from then on, the plaza was our caterer, and then it became Via Mare. Well, it's still Via Mare now.
Until now.
Yes. So, Via Mare, by the way, is an exclusive caterer of PICC.
Besides Via Marin, no?
It's just exclusive.
Just it.
Yeah. They're the only one. There was a year or 3
In
years.
the past, we
Yeah.
had several accredited
Yeah, we had
caterers.
4.
Yes,
Mandarin,
Barbara's, Mandarin,
Mandarin,
Sofitel,
Sofitel, and Via Mare also.
It's kind of difficult because the main kitchen is only assigned to the in-house catering. So if there's an outside caterer coming in, the food quality and service is sacrificed because it
comes from the
outside.
So management decided to just have one catering for PICC.
Even our cafeteria is run
And it's
by-
fitted out, actually it's fitted out. So if they comply with the standards as
So you-
included in the terms of
Your everyday
reference.
lunch is Via Mare?
Yes.
This is Via Marwa.
Can I work here?
After a while, you'll get used to it, so
I'm
you'll
gonna
look for
put
another.
combo every day.
Every day?
So is it yearly? You change your...
No, every 3 years.
It's kind of difficult to have a new
Because,
caterer every
yes.
year. So it has to be at least 3 years.
Yeah, and they have to be able to cater to more than 3,000 people.
Because there are times when we have all the big halls occupied by organizers, so they can cater up to 8,000 people all at the
Yes.
same time. So if we have event at the forum, that's about 4,000 people, another 2,500 here, and if all the meeting rooms are also occupied and we have events, so they can easily handle.
it can be chaotic. So that's why
We need a very good caterer
that caliber should be met, and that's Via
for
Mare.
simultaneous events.
How much yung ganitong venue?
Ma'am, how much?
The rental, it's very competitive. I should say 236,000 for 4 hours plus 12% VAT.
With
by
the
the way,
food already? Or
just the venue. By the way, this is the same hall where Dudut Jaworski and Mikey Kuwanko had their second wedding reception. They had two. One is at the Manila Hotel. The other one was here.
About 1,500 guests.
So yun, dito sila. And favorite, hindi ko dito. Sa ano po yata siya? Blue Leaf? Sa Blue Leaf. Favorite siya ng
Plenary
mga
hall
Chinese couple. Yun ang na-experience
Reception
ko.
because this is the reception.
Because of the red. Ay, by the way, this will be our room during the 40th anniversary. So yung 40 years anniversary.
anong
ng
meron
PICC.
pala sa 40th? Anong mangyayaring kaganapan in September?
It's a dinner.
Yeah, it's a
Cocktails
hosted
and dinner.
cocktails and surprise numbers.
Kakanta si Mami.
Ako, Diyos ko.
Will not be too kasi
Expensive.
talagang centralized kasi yung air conditioning namin since 1976. So if you will notice the plenary reception hall, our air handling units, mga air chillers namin, nandun sa tapat ng Sofitel. So it will take more or less 2 hours for them ang bato niyan papunta dito. Yung mongoose ang mga ano niya, air ducts. So ganon. So that's why we have
So far yun yung
by phases, we have converted
yun
some
yung
of our air
conversions.
conditioning units per building. So we also are in compliance with environmental requirements. Diba? Kasi yung mga IVF na yan, medyo ano na yan.
Actually, when we have
Complying na.
events that are from the Department of Energy, they would ask talagang questions. They will interview our technical services to ask ano yung ginamit nyong ilaw, ganito. They ask all of this. How many, marami silang tinatanong na very technical because they want to check if we are compliant.
Even yung clean air, merong gadget na check yung purity, yung ano ng air within the center. So,
Are you also offering this kind of tour for say,
Students.
other-
Yes, we
for
do.
students as well.
we do have a lot of student tours, especially sa mga architectural
Architecture,
courses, mga ganyan.
tourism.
How about yung parang open to the public lang po?
No.
It has to be
Because of
arranged,
the-
either by a travel
They arrange
agency.
kasi we have events on the
Oh yeah, no.
so if
We have to check if it's free. Kasi there might be rooms that will not be available for their ocular or for the tour. So, yeah.
Tapos may bayad nga yung, sabi mo, isang oras lang na
Yes,
pag-open.
we're very-
Baka hindi pa enough para sa pambayad ng
actually for students is our
And
corporate social
CSR.
responsibility. So we give it for free for students.
Kasi it's
But
for
for
ano yun.
college
For
students,
history, kasi a lot of us do not know anymore kung ano bang pinagmula, ano ba yung PICC. Maraming hindi na nakakaalam nito. No? Ang alam lang nila dito, structure, ay dyan kami graduate, ay dyan na ganyan na
Sayang naman,
concert.
this is the only convention
They did
center in the
know.
country. I mean, of this.
And it's the first in Asia. For your information, it's the first in Asia, and we have more than 40 rooms. Because ang isang kwarto pwede mong ihatiin sa gitna, so they are operable. Later you will see.
And through the years, we have become diversified.
we have
From
become more
dati,
versatile.
if PICC was known for mga strict
Yeah.
business meetings, conventions, international conferences, now multifunctional from medical conventions
To
to corporate
concerts.
launches, sales rally,
Even-
even weddings,
Even rage parties.
rage parties. Yes, yung forum namin. Because
Ako, dalasal.
we have a lot of
Ano namin
mga
dyan?
student organizations like Junior.
Ayun nga,
UP.
meron dito yung sa UP dati.
UP.
DLSU
Ano-
Econorm,
Tinanggalan
mga
namin
ganyan.
yan kasi ang gulo
And
nila.
then mga call centers, they would have their Christmas parties from let's say 2 o'clock in the afternoon until the wee hours of the morning. Kasi by shift yun eh. So you have the first batch from 2 to 6, then the second batch from 6 o'clock to a particular time, and then may third batch pa. So,
And last year dito rin yung fashion show na Filipiniana.
Fashion show? Baka isang event.
Iba.
Tapos
Oo, isang event.
may event, tapos nag-fashion show sila. Okay. Reserve your other questions.
Okay, this is the same stairs where Mother Teresa walked when she visited the Philippines, 1984. Oh my God.
Those are our safety boxes. So, Sorry. Nag-teacher na ako dyan. Black ako, diba? Oh, wearing black.
So dito po yung mga meeting rooms,
Yeah, there are rooms on the 4th floor.
office.
Yeah, offices, executive offices po namin.
Okay, and then we're going up.
The Summit Hall, lobby. Ito pong floor na to, this used to be, ito po yung floor na nasunog noong 2001. The Commission of Appointments hold their office here. Doon po nagsimula yung sunog ng 2001, October. Tama ba? February. I think February 2001. Diyan. By the way, another work of art, H.R. Amco. Ang title po ay Lupang Hinirang. Tama ba? Ito po yung isa sa, nung nasunog po siya, kinonvert po ng Bangko Sentral at saka PICC na mag-ipang mga rooms. So, meron po kasi tayong dating function room A, B, ngayon po, mula sa amin po C, D, E, F, G, H, hanggang H po, ang summit halls. So, yan. Mas modern po yung, pag pumasok po kayo sa loob, medyo mas modern po yung kanyang, unlike po yung iba natin mga rooms.
Wow.
Ito medyo bago na siya, modern.
Wala naman pa nasunog na paintings. No?
Hindi ko alam, wala kasi ako pa nun eh. Ano na bang paintings?
Kung may nasunog na paintings, oh my God, baka meron. Yung may nasunog na paintings, wala.
Size.
Room size, oo, kasi
Here, overlooking
those are all
naman
operable.
overlooking Manila Bay. So sometimes, let's say for wedding reception,
Yeah, favorite din to ng
ino-open up nila yung walls para may vista. Kita nila yun.
Kita dyan ang Coconut Palace, ang Fogarts Theater, Manila Bay. You can
Okay, view deck where most of the pictorials are being held kasi nandito na lahat. Oh, imagine. Oh my gosh. Oh. So, dito na lahat. There. Coconut Palace there. This is the meeting room.
not yet. Gusto ko lang ma-feel lobby kasi
Entrance for
na
MR1.
My God, ang ganda.
Nakapang mo na sila sa MR1.
This is the entrance for the MR.
Ah, okay.
View deck. Ito, overlooking lobby.
Oh, ngayon nga ma'am eh.
Dito ka muna.
Okay guys. This, okay. Wow.
That's ano.
God.
What else should artist say?
Okay. One of the sculpture here. Going inside meeting room 1.
Pero kailangan sa Sony ng 20 plus. Kasi Diyos ko 20 megapixel, hindi mo mga kailangan ng 20 megapixel. Diba?
Wow.
Yun naman eh, kasi I like the space. Kasi parang big but intimate. And then cover naman kasi yun eh. Kasi gusto ko yung more covered. And then,
The interpreter's booth.
Yes.
Ito yung 7 interpreters simultaneous.
Yes.
Meaning, if there's an event, there's an international event that would require simultaneous interpretation in different languages, provided na yung booths plus meron kami gadgets. So, meron silang earphones, tapos meron silang
Sabay na
channel. So, from Chinese to, let's say, English, Spanish to English. So,
once naman nag-interpreter never.
Ang hirap.
Kasi one word na mamali mo.
Ay, opo. It matters.
Disaster.
O, dito may aircon, no? Ang sarap. Oh, let's go down. One floor down. Wala na po naiwan dyan. Okay, good.
On this side, we have meeting rooms 9 to 14.
Okay.
So for breakout sessions,
Let's go down.
Namin ay through bridges.
Mm.
So this is another bridge.
So, paintings on the wall. Banquet halls. Ilan po ang banquet halls dito?
Tatlo po.
Two.
Bucket halls 1, 2, and 3. Mamaya dyan tayo. Ay, bongga. Asang tipo. Sa kwarto lang, Joe. Joe, one room only. Meeting room 2.
I think nakapasok na ako dyan. Madrigal yata performed that day.
Yeah, there is a performance by Madrigal here. Just last year or this
Yeah.
year? Parang this year.
This year lang po.
Of course, yeah, we're now going towards Secretariat Building and our new tenant, Securities and Exchange Commission, they just transferred, well, not the whole office yet, transferred here last June. On my left-hand side is the Amor Solo restaurant. Okay, that's also run, of course, that's a fine dining of Via Mare. Open to the public, Monday to Friday.
Friday. Open to the public, Monday to Friday. Manageable. Affordable.
Arturo Luz, it's entitled Black and White.
Shapes talaga siya, no? Yung masterpiece ni Arturo Luz or shapes. Abstract.
I think they have one in CCP na ganito din.
Parang ganyan. Opo. Sa lobby, di ba? This is Delegates Lounge.
Yes, yan. Ah,
Okay, Delegates Lounge is holding area for speakers. Pag meron siyang speaking engagement sa isa sa mga kwarto dyan, this is the holding area. This is where they view yung kanilang mga slides, you know, before they talk. So,
Malalaman mo kung sino yung mga clicks. Alam mo na ngayon sino ang Alan E.
Delegates Lounge.
Tayo dito nakadikwa. Okay lang.
Last stop is the
So, okay. All right. Now we're going to see one of the rooms here, three of the rooms here at the meeting rooms 2 to 8. The rooms here are used more often than not by medical conventions, conferences, congresses. Ayan.
Instagram.
Those are all.
Wait lang. Excuse me lang po. Isang picture lang.
So, ang mga SI booth naman dito, nasa
Nasa
taas
taas.
po.
Pwede
Pero
yan.
konti na lang siya, mga 2 or 3 booth. Because maliit yung size
just
niya.
check out the woodworks.
Hanggang 150 lang po ang pwedeng ma-occupy dito sa kwarto na to. This is meeting room 8 and 7.
Okay. Meeting rooms. More sculptures, more paintings. Okay, here. Wow, this one's different naman.
Ayan na yung bagal, instant. Kailangan may sagot, technology, techie. Diba?
Gosh.
Ang ganda parang